Welcome, everyone. I'm Nicole King, your presenter tonight. Now, if you're like most people and you're tired of struggling and would like time and financial freedom for you and your loved ones, then please pay close attention as I share information with you about the perfect business with the latest AI that guarantees your subject. Now, please think about this question in the next slide. How would you live your life if money was no longer an issue? What would you do? What would you do, Jill? What would you do, Camilla? What would you do, Mildred? While you're thinking, consider this. Warren Buffett, he is one of the richest men in the world. And he said this, and I quote, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." Bill Clinton, former president, US president, had this to say: because of the power of the internet, people can use small amount of money to make large sums of money. So how can you use the power of the internet to make money? Well, the internet is a great equalizer. Why? Because you can take small amount of money and turn it into large sums of money. And the internet does not sleep. It works 24/7, does not complain. It doesn't take time off or ask for a raise. It is the perfect employee. To make money then on the internet requires you to do two things: sell products or services and build a team of customers. However, the biggest problem that most people have is that most people do not like selling. Most people do not want to sell, or they just cannot sell. And most people cannot build a team of customers. That is why you only see a few people really make it big on the internet. So then what is the solution to this problem? OnPassive, a 100% hands-free, completely done for you automated online business. I'm going to say this again. It's a 100% hands-free, completely done for you automated online business. OnPassive is what everyone wants and needs. Now, it began with our CEO, Mr. Ashmo Farah. He's a man with a vision for the future. He has a master's degree in information technology and e-commerce with over 20 years of experience in online business, as well as he understands the power of the internet. He's a family man that resides in Orlando, Florida. Now let's talk a little bit about the company. OnPassive is an American company registered in Orlando, Florida. Support and tech team of over 800 employees in Hyderabad, India. Now this is a close-up shot of the lobby area and various sections of the building. Now this is a few newspaper clippings that feature the official opening of the building in December of 2020. Now, the goal of the company is to create 100% automated done-for-you business that will provide with you automatic product selling, automatic team of customers, automatic follow-up, automatic sales, which could make you an internet millionaire. No selling products by you, no referring customers by you, because it's all done for you by OnPassive using its breakthrough artificial intelligence technology. Now you could think of it this way. You pay OnPassive to build you an income for life. So then let's talk about the products. Now, many of the digital products we use today do not communicate with one another. Now, Mr. Mofara, our CEO, he created a system that allowed products to talk to each other based on artificial intelligence. Now, Academy is our e-learning platform. Now, on this platform, you can share your passion with others on a global scale. You can choose from courses that enhance your personal career path, and you can learn from coaches or teachers at your own pace. So instead of using Udemy or other platforms, people will use OnPassive or Academy e-learning platform. Or Connect is our webinar platform, much like Zoom. Now, it's a high-definition audio and video conferencing tool. It has a screen capture that option, which enables the user to take screenshots and screen recording of what is presented on the platform. There's also speech to text. This is an important feature because it can convert speech to text using API or an application programming interface. There's also auto language translation. This feature makes it easy for anyone to understand a presentation that's in a different language. OConnect will provide an easy and better way of staying connected in the virtual world. So instead of using Zoom or GoToWebinar, people will be using OnPassive OConnect webinar platform. OMail is our email platform. This is an AI-powered emailing service that makes it easy to send and receive mails, and you can also manage your contacts. OMail have smart features like unlimited storage, online and offline integration of calendars, and you can even sync your email across multiple devices. So it's a convenient, user-friendly solution for all your emailing needs. So instead of using providers like Gmail or Hotmail or even Yahoo, internet users can use our superior email platform, OMail, and this is powered by OnPassive. OTrim, it has the ability to shorten links of any website. What I mean is it takes long links and make it shorter. So it makes it easy to send. It makes it easy to share and broadcast, especially on social media sites, like LinkedIn or even Facebook. So instead of using companies like Bitly or Blink, you can use OnPassive link shortener OTrim. Finally, OBless. It is our crowdfunding platform. Now, OnPassive believes in the power to make someone smile. OnPassive was designed to help you create wealth so that after you have taken care of yourself and your family, you can use some of your excess wealth to donate to causes that are important or close to you. So whether it's children, hospital, cancer research, charities, or your own cause, big or small. So instead of using GoFundMe platform, people can use OBless powered by OnPassive. Now these 5 that I just mentioned and all the other products are all under one umbrella, a total internet solution, all done for you. So what is the value of these products? The market value of the e-learning industrial loan is expected to reach 350 billion by 2025. All our products combined have a market value of $500 billion. Who will be using these products? Well, the projection that in the first 12 months of launch, the company OnPassive will have 100 million customers. And this will include teachers, government workers, dentists, doctors, sales agents, networkers, opportunity seekers, e-learners, and many other professionals from all walks of life. OnPassive first platform is GoFounders, where members can keep track of their progress, communicate with one another, or rather with other founders, and they have the opportunity to participate in beta testing of the company products. So what's in it for you? Well, here are some of the key benefits of being a founder. You can attend private webinars with our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara. You have first access to bonuses. You will have your own private back office. You will have a personal website with your name on it in case you choose to share with others. You will have first look of all new products and priority positioning in the company ahead of millions of customers. And the best part, extra advertising and marketing from the company. Now, to receive these benefits, you need to register as a founder for $97 US one-time payment out of pocket. Now, the person that invited you to this presentation tonight will provide you with their personal invitation link, because it's by invitation only for you to become a founder. Then you receive an email from OnPassive welcoming you to the founders team. Upon launch to the public, you will purchase the product package, meaning all the products. And this will be between 100 to 250 US. And this will also be a one-time out of pocket. And the company will use the product package to build you an income for life. It's no risk. It's 100% risk-free. With OnPassive, you have a money-back guarantee, so you would not lose. Active or passive, everyone succeeds. So whether you choose to share with others or just keep it to yourself, either way, active or passive, everyone will win. Now, the size of your team of customers is equal to the size of your bank account. So if you choose to be passive, meaning you share it with no one, you didn't tell anyone, you will start with 0 customers on your team at launch. Now, the company, which is OnPassive, goes to work for you, setting up your website, driving traffic, following up, and closing the sale for you. But in 4 months, it's realistic to expect OnPassive to generate or get you 10 customers for you. And of course, it could be more, but we're going to keep it conservative. By the end of 8 months, OnPassive will have generated 100 customers. In 12 months, 1,000 customers. And by the end of 16 months, over 10,000 customers. So can you imagine what your income would be like if all the company does is pay you $1 per customer per month? So even if you choose to be 100% passive, you will win. Online sales are expected to reach $4.9 trillion this year. How big will your bank account be? Now, let's look at another example. If you choose to be active, meaning you decide to share, so you're telling people about it, and you start at launch with a team of 100 founders. Now, these 100 founders will be your first set of customers. Remember that. Now, OnPassive will go to work for you and your team of 100. Just like the passive example, after 4 months, 1,000 customers. 8 months, a team of 10,000. After 12 months, a team of 100 customers. And as you can see there, at the end of 16 months, Passive would have generated 1 million customers for you, all because you decided to share, decided to talk, and you decided to pre-build a team of 100 customers. So whatever you do now will make your customer base grow faster. Can you imagine what your income would be like with over 1 million customers? Think about that. So either way, active, you're sharing, or passive, you're not talking, you're not sharing, you will win. Let OnPassive help you create a family dynasty or your own family bank. A business that have unlimited global reach, a business that gives you unlimited customers and unlimited residual income. All this and more. The perfect business that requires none of your time. All you have to do is get in. Each member is the strength of OnPassive. Currently, we have 787,224 and counting founders worldwide who have come together as one unit to completely disrupt the online world. Jump on the OnPassive train with us. It is the greatest ride you will ever take. Get back to the person who invited you tonight. And don't forget, become a founder today. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, Nicole King. Thank you for that great presentation. It was precise, to the point, and it was a blazing presentation. That's our boss lady, our millionaire boss lady. Yes, she is. Now we are going into, my name is Sharon Hepburn, and we are going into our question and answers part of this presentation. Now I would like to present to you one of our top leaders. He's a successful businessman with over 10 years of email marketing and over 20 years of online marketing. Yes, and also he's a mathematician. And on OnPassive, he's a #1 leader in the Leadership Council with a background of a Caribbean, but he lives in Canada. And also, he is a family man. So yes, we are honored, and it's always a pleasure to have him. And we are so thankful that he is our leader and mentor on this blazing team, because he also is on fire. Now I present you Michael Williams. And don't be afraid to ask any questions. You put it in the chat or raise your hands, and he is ready to go.
Thank you, Sharon. You're too kind.
All true. So we have from N. Clark. When will you get paid?
As That's a great question. I think all of us would love to get paid, and we will. Okay. So again, the company is a startup. Okay. So it started from scratch, right? And so we're in pre-launch right now. And then the next phase is to go into the soft launch, which will last a maximum of 90 days. And then we go into the actual hard launch where the company opens up to the public and start to work on your behalf and generating customers for you. So as soon as you generate a customer, okay, that means a sale is made. And so you get paid instantly, right? So it will not be until we get into the hard launch. That's when you'll start getting paid as the company goes to work for you. Okay. If there's no sales, nobody gets paid. So until then, okay, we just continue to be patient and let the company do what it has to do so that our success is there for generations to come.
Thank you, Michael. So Andrea wants to know, can you share a recording of the presentation, please?
I don't believe that question is addressed to me. I'm just a guest here. So
it was not recorded.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So we have another question. When is the launch? Abena is asking.
Okay. So as I just explained, it's a startup company, right? So we who are founders, okay, we're getting a bird's eye view. Okay. We're getting an inside track of what goes on, right? What is required, what is necessary to build a legitimate company. And so that is what we are seeing as founders along the way. Okay. Normally companies, they just come to the market and you have no idea how long it took them before they actually launched. Okay. The difference here with OnPassive is allowing us to be founding members of the company. So therefore we go through the ups and downs of the company. We go through all the hard work. We see all what the company is doing. And then guess what? When everything is ready, we now open the doors and the world will know about OnPassive. Okay, so as mentioned, we're in pre-launch. Pre-launch is wrapping up. So we're going to soft launch. It will last for a maximum of 90 days. And then we go to hard launch. All right.
So I think that will answer Andrea's question also.
Okay, before you go forward, Sharon, there's a hand raised. Okay, I think she took it down. Okay, go ahead, Sharon, in the meantime.
I think Curtis has his hand raised too. Curtis Peters, he wanted to ask a question. Just raising his hand, not, you know. You got to unmute yourself.
Curtis Peters, just please unmute yourself.
Yes, you can hear me now? I wanted to know how long before the big launch, like how long before, like a time frame, so that I could have time to become a founder before the launch.
We're looking at, Curtis, a minimum of 90 days, okay? A minimum, not maximum, minimum of 90 days, okay? Because once we go to hard launch, there is no more founding positions, okay? So do yourself a favor and get in as soon as you possibly can. But I suspect, you know, it could be 90 days before the actual hard launch, okay? Is that clear?
Thank you.
Okay, we have Camilla.
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, Camilla.
Okay, I have a couple of questions. Is it okay if I ask them back to back?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, this is directed towards you, Mr. Michael. Okay, so you just addressed a question just now for Abena, but you didn't really give a direct answer, in my opinion. You had, you know, breezed over what the launch was, but you weren't very direct. I'm still confused on what the launch actually is. What is it? If you don't mind me asking again.
What, you asking what it is or when it is?
What is the launch? Okay. You said something about founders, but I want to know what exactly is the launch.
So the launch simply means that the company opens its doors to the public.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the launch is. The company is
Okay.
now open to the public for business.
Yes. So the OnPassive company is open to the public for business.
Correct.
Okay, so do you guys, is this like an occasional launch? Like you guys will launch it for a certain amount of time and then, you know, bring it back? You know what I mean?
There's no bringing back. When
Yeah.
it goes to hard launch to the public,
Mm-hmm.
it's open as a regular business and it's there indefinitely.
Okay, so is this just for America? Because I seen in the presentation that you guys said you had over 700 or 750,000 people using it. How could they be using it if it's not launched yet?
Okay. No one said that anyone is using it. There are 780,000 plus that are founders right now.
Okay.
So founding members. We're in pre-launch. The company hasn't launched right now. No one can be a customer. No one could, sell products. None of that stuff. Right now is for those who understand the business, catch the vision, want to be part of the early stage, right? So the early adapters. Okay, that's what this is right now. That's why it's only $97 one-time payment.
Okay. Well, those are my only questions. Those are my only questions. Thank you.
Yeah, if you have more, just let us know.
Okay.
Yes, all you have to do is simply raise your hand again, Camilla, and we'll unmute you. All right, go ahead, Sharon.
Okay. Can you please go over what we have to pay, please? Cam asked.
Okay. So right now, okay, to be a founding member, we pay $97 US, okay, one time out of pocket. When we use our credit card to make the payment, okay, there's a $5 credit card fee. So it's $102. Okay, if somebody chooses to pay by Bitcoins as an example, it's $97 US. Okay. So that's the one-time payment to be a founding member, okay? What are you getting for that? So as a founding member, you're positioning yourself, okay, before those that will come in after our launch. So all of the customers, we mentioned at least 100 million customers in the first 12 months when the company launches, right? So those customers are then distributed to the founding members, okay? So you're positioning yourself ahead of all of that. Again, remember, customers means you're making money, right? In addition to that, the company will be driving traffic, right? Additional traffic, not what you get in your product package, but additional traffic for the founding members, okay? Founding members have an opportunity to pre-build their business if they so choose. It's optional. They don't have to do it. That's why we say active or passive, okay? So that opportunity is there for those who choose to do that. Okay, as well as you're able to participate in the beta testing, the testing of the products, okay, and a few other benefits. Okay, so that's what founders are getting. Okay, $97 one-time payment. Then, not now, but when the company now opens its doors, everything has been tested, everything is good to go. Now we're ready to release to the public. Okay, at that point is when you will purchase your product package, and that product package. The range is between $100 and $250, okay, but just think $250, okay? We say there's a range because the price isn't finalized at this point, okay? That's why there's a range between $100 and $250. It's one single price, okay? So as we get closer to the hard launch, we will have a definitive price. So the company will say, okay, it's gonna be $200 or it's gonna be $250 or whatever, okay? So that's what we're giving you the range. So that's a one-time payment that you'll pay out of your pocket. Okay, what that does, it gives you access to all of the products then. The webinar platform, the e-learning platform, the domain names, the automation, okay, the traffic being driven for you, the work being done for you, everything. Okay, that's what you're getting, right? And then every month going forward, nothing comes out of your pocket. It will come from your earnings. So if you make $500 in your first month, the company will take, let's say, $250. That goes towards your subscription the next month. The next month you make $750, the company still take the same $250 out, goes towards your subscription, okay? Because these products, okay, are being paid for on a monthly basis, okay? But not out of your pocket, it comes out of your earnings, okay? So that's the only payment that you're dealing with in this company. 97 one time, then at hard launch, approximately 250. Okay.
Okay, we have Camilla again, have a hand up.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So how is, if the website that we're getting or whatever, how is the product being sold? Like, how is it advertised to the consumer?
Okay. So.
And who is the targeted consumer as well? Everybody?
Okay. So what happens, Camilla, is that the company is going to set up a unique domain name for you and for every founder, okay, for everyone. So that could be Camilla.com, NeslinBrathwaite.com, whatever, okay? So it's going to be unique to you. They're not going to give you onpassive.com/Camilla, okay? It's going to be a unique domain name to you, okay?
Yeah.
So the company sets that up, right? They create the web content on it. Okay, the company is going to drive traffic to it, meaning the company's going to go in various places all over the internet, right? Also offline as well, and drive visitors to your site for you. Okay. When these visitors get there, right, they'll have all the information they need to make a decision, whether they want to buy a single product, whether they want to buy the product package, whether they want to become a customer or just a reseller, etc. Okay, so they will have those options in front of them. And they'll make a choice. If they choose not to purchase at that time, the company will follow up with them over and over again, okay, through the automated process. But it's not an individual doing it, it's software, okay, technology, right? So that's how that is being done. So whether that's pay-per-click advertising, whether that's using the search engines, okay, so the site itself will be optimized for that purpose. Okay, whether we're talking about banner ads and so on, there'll be a variety of advertising mechanisms that will be there in place being done by the company. So this is why we say the company does everything for you. When you get a customer, the company supports that customer, not you. You're not responsible to reach out to the customer and say, hey, this is who I am, blah, blah, blah. None of that stuff. The company handles all of that. If the customer has an issue, if the customer has a question, if the customer has a concern, the company handles all of that. Okay.
Okay.
And as far as the target market, okay, it's everyone everywhere. Okay. Right now we're in over 200 countries, right? And so that means that everyone that's on the internet, there's about 4.8 billion internet users. So if someone is looking for a webinar platform, like customers, think of customers using Zoom or any meeting or GoToWebinar. Okay. Target market. Think of people who are going to GoDaddy buying domain names, right? Think of people who are using GoFundMe, okay, for crowdfunding initiatives, right? And so the list goes on and on. People who need digital products to run their business, autoresponders, bulk mailers, okay, and so on, okay?
Okay.
Any more questions, Camilla? For now? You're good for now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll move on to Tiffany. Tiffany, you have a question?
Hi, good night, everyone.
Hi, Tiffany.
Okay, so I am a bit confused still on exactly what the company does. Is it a product that we're selling, or do we have to have our own company, like own business running, and we need more traffic being driven to our company? What exactly is it that OnPassive does?
Okay. So OnPassive has created a variety of products, digital products, okay? We saw some of those in the presentation. So like we're on Zoom right now, okay? So OnPassive can have its own webinar platform. So instead of using Zoom, people can purchase OConnect, which is OnPassive's webinar platform, okay? For those who want to use different e-learning platforms like Udemy and so on, they can use OnPassive's e-learning platform. For those people who want to buy a domain name, instead of going to GoDaddy, they can come to OnPassive and purchase that. Okay? For those people who need a bulk mailer because they need to do market on the internet, if you want to send out 100 million emails, for example, you can't go to your Gmail account and go send that out. It's not going to happen. Okay? So you need to have a software, okay, which is called a bulk mailer. Okay? If you want to automate your business, by being able to send out automatic communications to individuals, you need an autoresponder. Okay, these are all digital products. Okay, and so that's what OnPassive has created. Then, right, the next piece of it is that OnPassive is giving individuals the opportunity to become a customer. So meaning that they're using the products on a regular basis, they're paying for it out of their pocket every single month, just the same way if somebody has Zoom right now, they pay every single month out of their pocket for it. Okay, except, in the first tier where it's free, which I think up to 100 users or something like that. Okay, but if you have 10,000 attendees on Zoom, you would be paying $6,500 US every single month. Okay, so the company now gives those individuals the opportunity, whether they want to be customers or want to be resellers. Okay, for those who want to be resellers, all it simply means is that the company now is going to set up the domain name for you. They're going to create the website, create all the content. They're going to set up the entire process, the sales process. Okay, because selling is not an event, it's a process, right? Sometimes people come, they take a look, they may go away, think about it, come back again, etc. Okay, until at some point they decide to buy. Okay, not everybody will buy the first time. Sometimes it'll take a week or a month, etc. But if you're not following up with these individuals, you're losing a lot of sales. And so this entire process has that built into it. Okay, so OnPassive is basically creating a business for you that will generate an income for life for you, okay, and for all those who choose to participate. That's what OnPassive is doing. So they're doing the work for you. So instead of you coming on the internet and saying, okay, I want to start a business, and you try to figure it all out, right? Yes, you may be able to create a site, you may be able to get it set up, but 99% of the people on the internet do not know how to drive traffic to their site, and certainly not enough of it, okay? And so the companies figured all that out. They're doing everything for you. So that's why we say it's 100% hands-free, okay? That's what OnPassive is. One-stop shop for all these products, okay? So people don't have to go over here, go over there, go over there, all the different places, and then try to figure it all out and put it all together. So you can have people that come to us because they want the products. You can have people that come to us because they're looking for a way to make money, okay? So that's why we say that OnPassive is the last business that you'll need. Now, if you have a business already, okay, OnPassive can help you drive traffic to that business, okay? If you're not, on the internet, if you have a business where you have an internet presence, OnPassive can help you with that, okay? You can have corporations that will use some of OnPassive's products, okay? And different large organizations. So it's a massive undertaking, but in this presentation, we try to simplify it, just give you, a quick overview of it to see if something resonates with you, okay? So if you don't get the fullness right now, you can always come back another time and get more of it, okay? You can always get back to the person who invited you here and they can share more information with you, okay? But the bottom line is, it's the last business that you'll ever need. That's the bottom line. And all you have to do is get in. Active or passive, right? That's what we say. Active or passive means the person will win. What does active or passive mean? It means if you're passive, you just get in, but you're not sharing with anyone because you don't have to sell. You don't have to recruit no one. You don't have to do any of that because the company's going to do it for you, right? If you're active, it just simply means that you've shared the information with others, whether it be you may invite them onto a call like this, or you may share a pre-recorded video with them, a 3-minute video, a 10-minute video, whatever the case may be. You just sharing information with someone. That's it. That's what we mean when we say someone is active, okay? But either way, it's entirely up to the individual what they want to do. And the majority of people, right, and I would say it's probably around 80%, okay, they're passive. They just get in, keep it to themselves, and that's it, okay? So that's what OnPassive is. So I hope that is clear for you.
Yeah, thank you. That was.
Thank you, Tiffany. One more, Sharon.
Okay.
Cam, you have your hands up. You can ask your question.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. I have 2 questions. First of all, it was mentioned that when the business starts, when the launch, the hard launch happens, that there will be a fee, like a $100 to $250 fee.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, from what I'm understanding here, per month. so it will be taken from your earnings. But what if you don't make that amount of money for the month? Like say you're a passive person, so you're just starting off like with 10 customers or something like that. So you're gonna have to pay for it out of pocket every month until your account gets to the point where you can pay for it.
Well, I'll tell you this: with just 3 customers, with just 3 customers, you're generating enough to pay for itself. Just 3 customers. Okay. And so so once the company gets you 3 customers, you're good to go. But let's say the company doesn't. Let's say that very first month you didn't get 3 customers for whatever reason. Okay? Right. All the company does, they pause the traffic that's coming to you from your product package, right? Because there's no money to pay for it, right? So they just pause it. But even though they pause it, because we are founders, we're getting additional traffic. We're getting extra traffic as part of the benefit. That $97 that we pay, part of that benefit is to get this additional traffic. So you'll still be able to have traffic coming in, even though your main traffic source has been paused. Okay, so the company just pauses it, and then as income is accumulated, then the subscription will then resume. Okay,
okay, great. And the last question I have is, so from this business, do we now need to start looking at getting an LLC or an S corp or an L corp or that kind of things for this, or is it just, does it just run as it is?
Mm-hmm. So you're basically be considered self-employed. Okay.
Okay.
So being self-employed, you don't need an LLC and all of that. Okay. But as your income start to grow, okay, it's something that you'd probably consider. Okay. But you're gonna wait for the income to come first before you set all of that up. Okay. Once income is coming in, then you can obviously take some of that money, get a proper accountant, tax advisor, etc., and they'll help you, make the best decision, right, as to what you would need. Okay. But I certainly, do that up front. I'll just be self-employed, and thereafter, as the money's coming in, then you can make those decisions. Okay.
Okay. All right. And will we be paid? Do we get paid weekly, monthly, quarterly? How does this go?
Yeah. So as soon as a sale is generated, you get paid instantly. Okay. So if a sale is generated daily, that means you're getting paid daily. If a sale is generated weekly, you're getting paid weekly. Okay. So it's instant, goes into your wallet, and then you simply withdraw it to your bank account. Now it's taxable income. Okay. So you sound like you're in the USA, right?
Yes.
Based upon what you've mentioned, what the LLC and so on. So you will receive a 1099, okay, from the company, right? And so you'll file your tax return, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. But that's how
great.
that works.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
Okay, I just have one announcement before we move on to the questions in the chat. I'm seeing people coming in, and now if you're a guest and you're just coming in, you miss the presentation, so you're going to have to get back. Right now we are in question and answers, but to hear the presentation, you have to get back to the person who invited you for the next one, which is Friday or Sunday. Go ahead, Sharon.
Thank you. From Abena, she has a 2-part question. How does this differ from what's already available?
Well, from I'm going to assume you're talking about products, okay? I'm going to make that assumption. So if we're talking about products, yes, there are similar products in the marketplace. And this is one of the ways we know that what we have is going to be successful, okay? Because we know people are buying domain names, right? We know people are using Zoom, right? And all the other platforms, and we know that someone is using these tools and products, okay? So if you could make something, number one, by putting it all in one place, you don't understand how powerful a benefit that is, right? Currently, I have to get, multiple products from different companies, right? To keep track of all of that and so on. It's much easier if everything just one-stop shop. I have everything under one umbrella, okay? That's one. Two, right? Two, there is no company out there that's going to do all of this for you, okay? You would have to get these products and you'd have to figure it out yourself, and then you'd have to go do your own marketing. Okay, this is a problem, folks. This is a problem for so many people who are trying to make it. So many people join these own-based businesses and so on, whereby they have to recruit other people, number one. Okay, now how many people are good at recruiting? If you joined a business and you have to recruit 3 people, could you do it? If you had to recruit 2 people, could you do it? You understand? If you had to recruit 5, could you do it? It's a problem for people. People have joined so many things and they failed and failed and failed and failed and failed. I talked to one guy, he said for 40 years he's been trying to attain success. I was like, 40 years? Really? Yes. Why? Because he doesn't know how to market. It's a skill, folks. Not anyone can be a marketer. That's why you can go to university, you can study consumer behavior, you can take marketing courses and so on. Okay? And even after taking those things, it doesn't mean that you'll be able to apply the knowledge, right, that you learned. Okay, so there's nothing out there like OnPassive. You have a company that's going to do the work for you. It's like you live on 2 acres, right? So you have 2 acres of grass to go cut. You can go cut it yourself, or you can pay a company to go cut it for you. You understand? OnPassive saying that, yeah, sure, you can go and go build a business yourself. You can go buy all the different products and so on, lump it all together. Number one, it's going to cost you more. It's going to cost you more, right? I mentioned earlier about just having a Zoom whereby if you need, because maybe you don't need it, but there are people who do need it. 10,000 attendees on Zoom is going to cost you $6,500 US every single month. See, a lot of people think, oh, Zoom is free, Zoom is free, Zoom is free. To a certain point, though, right? There are a lot of individuals, organizations, companies that use Zoom and they need more than 100 attendees. Okay? Even right now, we have more than 100 attendees on here right now. Okay? And some of our other meetings, we have 2,000, sometimes 8,000, and so on. Okay? It costs money. Our main Zoom platform holds 20,000 attendees. Okay, that runs around 12,500, I believe, somewhere around there, every single month. You understand? It costs money, folks. These things are not free. You have an email account. Oh, but emails are free. I pay money every single month for my email accounts. It all depends on what your usage is, folks. You know, what you need, what your needs are. So yes, there may be a free component of certain products, but there's also a paid component, a premium side of it. Just like YouTube now. YouTube wants you to become a premium member, right? And pay for it instead of being free, right? And so on, okay? It's marketing, folks, right? Everybody on Facebook. Yeah, I have a free Facebook account. I mean, not me personally, but people in general. They have a free Facebook account. But how does Facebook make all these billions of dollars then? You understand? Okay? So the bottom line is that there's nothing out there like OnPassive, right? You're going to join a business where the company actually does the work for you and you're the one who gets paid. Of course, the company's making money as well. They're not doing it for free, right? The company's not doing it for free. You understand? Okay, but there's nothing out there like OnPassive. Sharon?
The other part is, how do you propose safeguarding from being bought out by the big giants?
Well, if you're a big giant yourself, you don't need to worry about that. And OnPassive is going to be a big giant, okay? The CEO has no intention of selling OnPassive, okay? It was built by the people for the people. OnPassive is a company like no other. It's a company that actually wants to do good. It's rare, folks. People say, oh, sounds too good to be true. Why would somebody want to do that? Okay? But, you know, just think of your life. I'm sure somebody has done something good for you at some point in your life. So people do exist that actually want to do good. It's not always what's in it for me. Okay? Sometimes you just want to help people. Sometimes you're driving your car, whatever, you see somebody on the street and they're begging. Okay, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you may give them something. Okay, are you expecting anything in return? No, it's just doing good. Sometimes somebody asks you for a favor and you may oblige and do it. Okay, and there's nothing in it for you. You're just doing good. Okay, good does exist in the world, folks. I know there's a lot of bad things out there, but good does exist. Okay, so here comes a man, Ash Mafara, who has this idea. Okay, and so we've locked arms with him and says, yes, we support this idea. We understand the mission, the vision, and we want to see this come to fruition. Okay, and so we are helping spreading the word around the globe. In the first 6 months, there's only 10,000 that joined. Why? Because there was nothing. There's nothing to see. It was just an idea, just a vision. Okay, but it takes time to build it out. If you want to go hire 800 employees, you don't just hire them in one shot in 1 month. Here we go. No, this is something that takes time. Sometimes you have an office space, you outgrow the space, you move to a larger space. You outgrow that, so what do? You get your own building. Okay, it was only December of last year that OnPassive actually got their own building that they leased. They have a 9-year lease on it in Hyderabad, India. It was just December. Okay, what, 6 months ago, 7 months ago? You understand, folks? It takes time. Okay, it takes time. And you're not building one product. Zoom took 4 years before they came to the marketplace. But nobody knew, nobody was there with them every step of the way, like how we are with OnPassive every step of the way. That's the difference. You understand? And so we are going to benefit. It's not just going to be a handful of people that's going to benefit like Zoom. How many people actually benefited from Zoom financially? You understand? Compared to what OnPassive is doing. So there's a big difference, okay?
Thank you, Michael. Mildred is asking, I don't know if she asked it while you were explaining before about the products, but she asked, what are you selling?
Okay, the easiest thing is to go to onpassive.com. Okay, that's the corporate website. If you go there, you'll see a list of the products them. You'll be able to click on it, read, there's an FAQ on it. Make sure you click where it says read more. Okay, so more FAQ will be loaded. Okay, and you'll get a lot of information about the products then. Okay? But just,
Thank you.
But just so you know, it's digital products. Okay? Okay, digital products. But go there though, so that will give you, a lot of information. All right?
Okay. Clark is asking, after the 90 days in passive, will you be paid weekly?
After the 90 days in passive?
Yes, I guess be doing nothing. He's asking, if you do nothing for 90 days, will you be paid weekly?
Okay, let me put it this way. Okay, so let's say someone comes in, they don't want to do anything at all. Okay, remember, folks, no one is getting paid right now. I'm not getting paid to be here answering questions. Okay, our presenter Nicole's not getting paid for presenting the information. If you invite someone and that person comes in right now, you're not getting paid for that. Okay, so just so we're clear, okay, because this is a real business. Every real business, you make money when a sale is made. Okay, so let me just say that. So when you come in and you choose not to do anything right now, no problem. Okay, when we get to hard launch, right, as mentioned, the company's going to now set up the whole process for you, set up your business. Okay, they're going to automate the entire thing. And when the traffic starts to come in and it yields a customer for you, because it's coming to your site that the company is going to create for you. You're not setting it up, the company will, okay? So what happens is when a sale is generated, you get paid instantly. So even though you're passive, if a sale is made on the first day, you get paid that first day. If a sale is made the second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, you're getting paid again. Okay, there is no qualification. There is no timeline that you have to wait. There's no waiting period, etc. Okay, as soon as the sale is generated for you, you get paid instantly. Okay.
Okay, before we go on, I have one hand up. Curtis Peters.
Now, I'm a grassroots person, and I want to use an analogy where you are inviting us with this green garden, and every fruit that comes from that tree, we would get a fraction of it as being a founder.
Yes.
That's the end of the question now.
Yes, Curtis. The answer is yes. Since you like to use that analogy, yes. Curtis, still with us? I think you're frozen, Curtis.
Yeah, Curtis, if you're having trouble with the internet, and if you can put your questions in the chat and Sharon will read it for you.
The answer to your question is yes. Okay, the simple answer is yes.
Tiffany is asking, do we have a share in the company if we are joining now? If I'm understanding right.
No, you do not have a share. Okay, the company's not offering any stocks or anything like that. Okay, you're just a founding member. Okay, you're an early bird member. Okay, first mover, right? But not a share, as in, you have voting rights and all of that stuff that comes with that. No, you don't get a share certificate or anything like that. You're considered self-employed, folks. Okay, you're simply hired on passive to build you a business that's going to generate you an income for life. It really is as simple as that. You are hired on passive to do just that, right? It's like, think of it this way, okay? You want to get a franchise, a McDonald's franchise, but you don't want to work in McDonald's, right? So what do? You take your money, you pay for the franchise, you hire some staff, etc., and you go about your business. And the staff is taking care of making sure the customers are being serviced and so on and so forth, right? You understand? Think of it that way. So you're getting involved in OnPassive, you pay your money here on OnPassive, take my money, now I want you to go build me a business, okay, that will generate me an income for life. It really boils down to that. It's just that simple, right? Now, if you're not familiar with the internet space, if you're not familiar with digital marketing, internet marketing, email marketing, if you're not familiar with all that, it's okay, right? If the concept makes sense to you, that, okay, I pay my $97, now I'm a founding member, right? I get to log in to a back office, I get to see the Leadership Council members them, I get to participate in live webinars, I can read as much pre-recorded webinars that's back there, I can go into a community, right? Which basically is like a chat group, okay? You go into the community, you can communicate with other founders, okay? You can attend meetings that's in Germany, in Australia, etc. Folks, I've been going since 5:30 this morning. I started off in Australia this morning, okay? Obviously from home, right? But, it's as simple as that, okay? These are the things that you'll be engaged with, okay? If you so choose, or you just simply get in and you just say, okay, Sharon, just let me know when we're ready to go, ready to rock and roll, just let me know, and I'm off doing my own thing. I encourage you not to do that. At least pay attention, at least log into your back office on a regular basis, see what's going on, see the updates, etc. When there's a live corporate a webinar with the CEO, definitely attend those. Every Mondays, we have corporate Zoom Q&As where this is for founders only. People who are in get to come, they get updates, we answer questions for them, whatever they're lacking, whatever they're not clear on, etc. And we spend about 5 hours just on that alone, okay, every Monday. And throughout the week, there's other stuff going on as well. So you just stay engaged. It doesn't mean that you have to go out there and tell nobody and all this stuff. You just stay engaged so that you are informed. Because it's your business. It's a real business, folks. It's real. You understand? Real business, real products, real people, real staff, real everything. Okay? And when it launches, guess what? You're going to receive real money. Okay? It's just as simple as that. Right? If you go open up a store right now in your local neighborhood, okay, you have to do all the work. You have to go find the space to put the store. You have to get the inventory in the store. Okay, you're gonna have to be inside there or hire someone else to be inside there to take care of the sales. Okay, how are you gonna get customers? You know how many people open up a local store and they fail? Right? Most businesses, they just fail because most people don't even know how to run a business. Not because you see Susie running a business mean that you can go run it too. Okay, and oftentimes a lot of people do that. Oh, I'm a good cook. Oh, if Susie out there opening a restaurant, I can go open up a restaurant too. But it's not just about being a good cook, right? You may cook very, very well, right? But the business aspect, okay? If you're lacking that, you're gonna fail, okay? We've seen that time and time again, right? So many businesses, they're gone, okay? Here OnPassive is gonna do all of that for you, except it's on the internet, right? The same way people go to Amazon.com and they're buying products from Amazon. People go to Walmart.com and they're buying products from Walmart online and it is shipped to you, right? Right? It's as simple as that, right? It's as simple as that, folks. Okay, except you're not doing the work. You have a company OnPassive who has the resource, they have the technology, they have the know-how, okay, that's going to do it all for you. This is what you've been looking for all your life, right? People get up early in the morning. You know, I was like, you know, when they told me what time the Zoom is this morning, I was like, oh, seriously? 6 o'clock in the morning? I can't remember the last time I woke up that early. You understand? But when you love this business, you will do it, right? You will do it. You understand? So, folks, what you're getting here is second to none. Second to none. People spend so much time getting up early, going to work for 8 hours, coming back home, doing things the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day, right? That's not life. Okay, that's survival. Okay, that's not life. That's not living. You understand? Right? This business is going to help you with time freedom. So while you're on the beach somewhere, you're making money. While you're sleeping, you're making money. While you're with your family, doing what you love, you're making money. Right? Time freedom. And then you have the financial freedom. Right? This is why we talk about total freedom. You have the time aspect, and now you have the financial aspect. Because some people have the money. Some people make a lot of money, but they spend all their time making that money. That's one of the reasons I was so excited about OnPassive, because my time was just shot, right? Working 6 days a week. Yes, I work from home, but it's still working 6 days a week, okay? And now with OnPassive, I can put my feet up, okay? Company launches, I put my feet up, I sit back, relax, you know, travel again, do all this wonderful stuff, spend time with family, etc. Okay? OnPassive is the last business you will ever need. Sharon?
Thank you, Michael. Andre asks, is there a target you are trying to reach? Why pre-launch will take up to 90 days? Are you trying to reach 1 million founders?
No, there is no number, but you cannot launch something if it's not ready to be launched, okay? So, you know, we have to make sure that everything is ready to go. So there's 3 phases. The first phase is the pre-launch. That's the longest phase because that's when everything, all the groundwork is being done, okay? Now everything is ready. Okay, now let's go test it. So that's the short phase. That's what we say maximum 90 days. It's a short phase, okay? So it could last 2 weeks, it could last 6 weeks, okay, but maximum 90 days. Okay, and when that phase is finished, meaning everything is tested out, yep, everything's working fine. Guess what? We, 780,000+ of us, okay, get to participate in that so that we know that this thing can stand, you know, a lot of traffic coming to it, okay? Then we go into the hard launch, right? So that's how the 3 phases work. So it's not a number, you know, okay, when we get there. So in other words, if it takes 3 years from now to get to 1 million, I guess we're not going to go into something. No, not like that. No. Okay. It's when it's ready. Okay. Now let's go into the next phase. You understand? Think of, you know, somebody's building a home from scratch. If you're buying a home, and I'm not sure how it works in the Caribbean and stuff like that, but, you know, I know here in Canada and the US, you know, you can buy a home from the plan where you don't see anything, right? Or just looking at blueprints, okay? And so you choose to buy from that, right? Or, right? Or you can wait, right? You can wait until they put up, a model home and all of this stuff, so now you can actually see what, you understand? That's another phase, right? So my point is there's different phases in doing stuff, even with the construction of it, right? You go there, you visit it, yeah, that's my plot, but there's nothing there other than maybe a marker, you know what I mean? So lot number, whatever, right? There's nothing there. So some people buy homes like that. And guess what? They get it at the cheapest price by doing so. When everything is finished and all polished off and all that stuff, and you can walk into the home and you see everything and all, okay, guess what? The price is higher, okay? But there are phases, though, that it goes through. And so a business is the same thing, okay? 3 phases: pre-launch, soft launch, and then hard launching, okay?
And she also asks, do you have to buy the products in order to make money?
Okay, so if you don't buy the products, then how can the company set up a business for you? Okay, so just remember why you're purchasing the products, folks, because the company's going to use, okay, so the company needs to set up a domain name for you. Where does that come from? That's a product. You can go to GoDaddy right now and buy domain names if you like, and other companies as well. Okay, so that's a product. You need an autoresponder. How is the company going to automate everything for you? How are they going to have follow-up letters automatically being delivered for you? How are they going to have the presentation being delivered for you? How are they going to be able to capture when somebody comes to your site? How are they going to capture that person's information so that they can follow up with that individual? If they don't capture the information, they cannot follow up with that individual. Okay? These are all tools that are needed. If the company wants to send out a large mailing on your behalf, they need to have a bulk mailer. You understand? So all these things are needed. The traffic, okay? The traffic is a product. Like right now, you can go to Google and you can buy pay-per-click ads. Okay, as an example, it's a product, right? So the traffic, you need to buy that. So all that comes in the package. Okay, so if you don't buy all of that, then there's no way for the company to set up your business. They can't. How are you going to do it? Out of the goodness of their heart? No. They're in business to make money also. Okay, that's why every single one of us will make that product package purchase. The company takes it now, and then they go to work, everything's set up for you, and you're good to go. All right? So you have to buy the products.
So what's the $97 for? Michael, she asked.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What is the $97 for? Okay. The $97 is to become a founding member. Okay. That's what we are. All of us, we're founding members of this business. You're paying your $97 to get a membership, right? It's like you want to go use the gym, you have to pay a membership, right? Okay. So it's a membership. Right? If I want CAA to take care of my roadside assistance or whatever, I have to pay a membership for that, right? If I want my kids to go play sports, I have to pay a membership fee for that and so on, okay? So you're paying a membership to get in, to be positioned early. Just think of millions of people coming, folks, and you are like 0.5%, in the top 0.5% of the entire company. Like, just think about that. Just think about this company generating customers for you because you're an early bird. You got in early, so there's a greater probability, right, for you to generate a massive amount of customers because you're positioned in the company early. Okay, don't let 780-something thousand, fool you and thinking, oh my gosh, there's so many. That's a fraction, folks. That is a fraction. In the presentation, they mentioned about 100 million customers just in the first 12 months alone. That will happen once the door opens. Okay, because there's a demand for what OnPassive has. There's a demand for it. There's a demand. Okay? And then there's other benefits, right? Which I mentioned earlier. Okay? There's other benefits that you receive. That $97, folks, just the extra advertising the company's going to give you for an entire year, It's worth more than $97. Go to Google and just try to do some pay-per-clicks and see how much pay-per-clicks you're actually going to get for $97. Okay? Just to, don't get fooled by sites that tell you, oh, we'll give you 1 million visitors, for $50. That's rubbish. Okay? That is rubbish. All right? So the $97 you're paying is discounted, as a matter of fact. It's a discounted price. Okay? It should be $997. Okay? But it's discounted. Why? Because the CEO, okay, Mr. Ash Mufareh, he wants this to be able to reach as many people worldwide, just as founders. Just as founders. So somebody in Papua New Guinea who makes $200 a month can participate. Someone in Jamaica who makes $10,000 a year can participate. Someone in India that makes $2,000 US for the entire year can participate. Can you imagine if it was $997? So the person's going to take half of their yearly income to get involved in OnPassive? Okay. Sharon?
So she says, so it's just a secure place, no earnings from that?
No earnings from that. So the person who invited you, should you choose to come in, they're not getting paid because you came in. Okay? So it's really a gift. They're actually offering you a gift by sharing with you. This is why we say people don't have to share. Some people are motivated by money. So, okay, if you tell them, okay, I'm going to pay you so much, then they go to work. If you're not getting paid, I'm not going to do it. Some people are motivated like that. Okay, so a lot of people that are in OnPassive, right, they know that they're not getting paid when they tell their friends or family or co-worker or whomever, right? But they do it anyways because they want to see you also be there at the top with them. Folks, it can be lonely at the top if you got nobody with you, right? So when you want to go do this and do that and everybody else is at their 9-to-5 job, who are you going to go and do it with? Right? When you want to go travel, who are you going to go travel with? By yourself? Yeah, some people do that, but I've been on trips where I see people by themselves. And I'm like, wow, you're good. You know what I mean? For me, I have to have at least one other person. But the more the merrier. It's more fun, right? When you do a group cruise or something like that, it's a lot of fun. Right? So yeah, so I share with other people. So guess what? They're going to be with me when we start to do these fun things. It's going to happen, folks. Your life is going to change. It is. This is not maybe. No, it's going to change. But it does take time. Okay, it's not going to happen overnight. All right?
Thank you, Michael. Okay. I know you answered this question already. I know you talk about it already, but the person probably needs some clarity. And what if you don't make that amount of money for the month? Then you have to pay out of pocket every month?
You will never pay out of pocket. Okay? When we say you pay one time, it means exactly that, folks. We're not sugarcoating anything. Okay? When we say one time, we mean one time. If it wasn't one time out of your pocket, folks, we would tell you. We will tell you there's an auto ship. We will tell you to put your credit card on file, or put a void check on file or something. Put your kidney on file, something. Okay? But there's none of that, right? There's none of that. Okay? You pay one time out of your pocket, that's it. Nothing is stored. Okay? Nothing is stored. You pay one time out of pocket. Right? So if there isn't enough money, your account is paused. Okay? The traffic portion, okay, it's paused. Okay? The company's going to deliver the product package traffic to you when you didn't pay for it because the company's paying for it, right? The company's not doing free advertising. The company's taking your money and they're going to purchase traffic from the right sources. Okay? And they will also generate their own traffic as well. Okay? So it'll be a combination of both, right? If the company wants to do a billboard ad in your neighborhood, let's say, costs money, right? If you're going to benefit from that, then you need to participate in that cost. Okay? But the company says, we understand how authorship works, right? We understand people join companies and they're paying $100 a month, $200 a month, whatever, right? And there comes a time they're not making no money like most people, right? And so they look at, okay, I have to pay my authorship or I have to pay my phone bill, right? I have to pay my mortgage or I have to pay my authorship. Well, what am I going to do, right? So obviously people say, forget this authorship thing. I'm not making any money anyways. So they don't pay it. The company understands that, folks, because that's reality. You understand me? That's what happens out there in the marketplace. It's reality. I've seen it happen many times myself, okay? So the company understands that. So they've devised a way so that it's not necessary for you to keep digging into your pocket, digging into your pocket, digging into your pocket. No, right? Which to me makes sense. It's just brilliant when you think about it, right? It is just brilliant. Okay, so if your business is so great, okay, go make me some money then. That's what the company's telling you, that we believe, you understand me, in our business and our capabilities. So guess what? We don't need to put you on no authorship. You pay one time and that's enough to get this thing going for you. That's what the company's saying. And if the company can't get it going for you, guess what? The company ain't making no money, folks. Right? If the company would just focus on money, 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 money for themselves, they would have an authorship. They would force you, because that's what an authorship does. It forces you to make this payment. How many times you may have registered for something and you forgot all about it and they keep, maybe a gym membership. Yeah, that's a good one. Right? People pay, maybe they're paying $20 a month or whatever it is for a gym membership, and they forget all about it. They don't go to the gym, but guess what? Every single month, they're taking that money, and you're not even going to the gym. You know what happens when New Year's come around, right? Everybody, hey, I'm gonna go to the gym. This is gonna be the year I'm going to the gym, right? And what happens? So we sign up for these things, and these companies are making a killing because they know a lot of people will spend the money, it's automated, and people forget about it. 6 months later, oh my gosh, what's this thing coming out of my bank account? Or off my credit card or whatever, right? You understand? The company ain't trying to do that to people, right? This company actually cares about people. And when you get in, you'll see for yourself. Remember, folks, if you get in, if it's not for you, just get a refund. It's as simple as that. Just get a refund. If you get in and you look around and you see everything and you hear the CEO and you meet with all these leadership council members and all these other people, and you're like, you know what? No, it's not for me. Just get a refund. It's as simple as that, folks. Everything with OnPassive is simple. Okay, it's simple. Sharon?
Before we
So
go,
what? Oh, go ahead, Nicole. Go ahead.
we have a hand up. Shandell Fletcher. I think I pronounced his name right. No, I'm not here.
I think last time we had problems with your sound as well. And
oh yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
see, I remember you.
Yep.
So if you still have that issue, my friend, just type it in the chat, okay, and we will get it answered for you.
Go ahead, Sharon.
Okay. So Andrea, so if I'm not going to use any of the products, what then?
Okay, but if you're not using any of the products, the company's using the products on your behalf. Remember what I said? The company's going to set up a domain name for you. Where does that come from? From your product package. They're taking your product, okay, the domain name that you purchased that comes within the package, and that's what's going to set up your website. Okay? The traffic that's within your product package, the company's taking that and they're driving it to your site. So they're using the products within your package. Not every single one of them, okay? But they're using a good amount of them on your behalf. Okay, you're gonna have the webinar platform. So if you do Zooms or whatever, do Zooms with your friends, family, whatever the case may be, you can use that, okay, and so on. So yes, while you don't personally have to use anything inside there, but the company is certainly using them on your behalf. So they're being used. Your traffic's not gonna sit there, okay, I purchase, traffic and the traffic just sits there and it's never being used. No. It's going to be utilized. Okay, remember, the company's setting up a business for you. So they're going to use all the tools to set it up, okay, and they're running everything for you, okay?
Thank you, Michael. Seems Abena is convinced. She said it sounds like a great opportunity.
Absolutely, the last business you will ever need. Folks, if something was better out there, I would be doing it, okay? I would be doing it. If something better was out there, I would be doing it, okay?
Waiting for Ashadai to Tiffanys Question. There's nothing else as yet.
Okay.
So, in the meantime, we would like to, all our guests that was late in coming in, we have our next presentation, which is Friday, 8 p.m. and Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Please get back to the person who invited you to this presentation to get that information. And also OnPassive.com is in the chat, as well as OnPassive.com/blog. All the products and information. If you're a techie person, you can read the blog, find out more about the products.
First, I want to introduce myself. My name is Fanny O'Reilly. I'm a co-host of the Caribbean OnPassive Blazer Stars. And I would like to introduce my team leader, one of my biggest team leader, Michael Williams, for his Q&A. We have our host, Nicole King. We have our co-host, Sharon Hedburn, our co-host, Netherlands Blaswish, and our next co-host, Esther Paris. We all appreciate your time and efforts for being here with us today. And we hope that what we have given you, that, enlighten you some ways, touch you somehow, that you will be able to make that right choice in pressing the red button for OnPassive. So we do appreciate you coming, and if you want to get any more clarification or any more information, you can come back and join us on Friday meeting at 7, Sunday at 6, 7, and we also have another one next week Wednesday with the Caribbean team. If you become a founder between now and Sunday, you can join us back on Monday. Thank you very much for being with us here tonight. Have a good night, guys. Bye.
Thank
And the founders, you have 15 minutes with the leader on the team. Maybe 5. I don't know what the boss lady say.
Bye. Good night, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
We just want to make a correction. Our next, it's 8 p.m. Eastern now on Friday and Sunday.
8?
8 p.m., yeah.
Okay. So 8 p.m., guys. And if you are in Jamaica or somewhere else that is not on time with the Caribbean time or Eastern time,